You've adapted brilliantly.
I'm right in the centre. I thought I'd be out there. Put him out the way, I'll be right out there.
Trying to chip the keeper.
Go with the old school. I'll go with the old days here.
You know you're kicking the free kicks. You just need to get you've got a couple of hours to get your head around that.
No pressure there. It's similar to football back home. You concentrate on your technique and you should be all right, but I'm getting a bit nervous now. Yeah, I ain't had a match day in a long time, so I'm actually looking forward to it.
Brilliant.
With just hours to go before he faces his first hurling match, Brian is getting a masterclass in the art of goalkeeping from perhaps the greatest #1 ever, Brendan Cummins.
Don't swing at it, just let the ball stop dead on the hurley. That's it. Kick it out. Do what you like with it.
Whatever, just get rid of it.
Like when it falls there like that and you stopped it.
Don't try to pick it up. Just get rid of it. Okay.
When the ball comes in, you catch it, you secure it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit it. Now see how far away I'm gone?
Yeah.
Nice. That's it. That's it. Ho, ho, ho!
Awesome guy, man. Help me out. Different rules, tricks, you know, if you start to get under nerves, some pressure, how to deal with it. And so it makes me feel a little more comfortable about tonight.
You'd know the professional athlete. His coordination is unbelievable, as I would have expected. But what will be new is that there's guys with 3.5 foot of timber running in the same direction as the ball is coming, you know, and that wonder, will he hit me down the head with the hurley or not, you know?
But this is the primary bat that I use, so you can get it customized different ways.
As many as the day below Nolan Park when I played in Kilkenny, I wanted to have this in my hand. Come in here, Richie Hogan, will have a chat with you. I can take a run at this anyway, can't I?
Oh, yeah, you can do whatever you want, man.
That is a state hit, doesn't it?
That's cool. Like all kidding aside. All kidding aside. That's far, man.
Hey, don't mind the hurley tonight, just bring that glove.
The Sunderland under-21s are playing Man United, and Aaron is joined by club captain and former Ferrybank AFC stalwart John O'Shea.
Oh, there you go. Well done, Mika. Good strike. Yeah. You've probably seen yourself over the last few days how important not obviously the work that the foundation do, but how important the actual football club is to the area of Sunderland. How it's just they live and breathe it. The dream goal for you was getting in the Crossmaglen team, winning championships, getting in the Armagh team, winning championships. Yeah. For these lads, it's getting through at Sunderland once they sign a professional contract there. But the harsh reality for it, I go back to even my U team at Manchester United. There was probably a squad of 18 lads. There was probably, I think it was three or four lads probably had, say, a professional career.
By comparison, Crossmaglen is a football factory with 4 inter-county players coming from Aaron's house alone.
It's very family sort of
4 in our
environment,
house,
isn't it?
And Brendan McKeown.
Out of 10 houses, you're nearly going to have the whole team.
Wow.
A lot of the boys I played with now, their children are now playing, and in some of the houses, like our house, we have 5 boys here.
Yeah, 5 boys.
Yep.
Yeah, to have 5 boys and 4 of them play for the local team, it's nice to see. I didn't really know that was in sport. It's very difficult with the soccer now because of it. You know, managers' jobs are on the line after, 5 games you can be out the door. It's become very serious because of the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most sports are run by giant organisations and people have paid large amounts of money and move on all the time. They've been involved for years.
There's a fun element to it too. When it stops becoming fun, you can't express yourself properly.
The real core of any sport is what they're doing here, The togetherness, the enjoyment and the working hard, and they seem to have the right mix. It's really nice to see. I think other sports could learn a lot from that.
With this challenge just hours away, Jackie's seeing how they live in the big leagues, in the ultra-modern home of the Miami Marlins.
You know, you'd be small bit envious of what's available to these professional athletes.
Yeah, you would, and even walked out onto the mound there, and you know you're thinking in your head a full stadium here, and you're pitching to Giancarlo Stanton here. You know your imagination is running wild. But if you were born in Miami or something, you could have been a professional athlete, whether it be baseball or American football or whatever. So I suppose that definitely would run around your head. It's great and all that, but I suppose a lot of it is materialistic in that. You know, I love playing for my club. I don't get any better buzz than playing for James Stephens and also for Kilkenny, and running out in front of 82,000 All-Ireland final day. Nowhere in the whole world would I rather be than there. So I just wouldn't swap that for anything in the world.
Back on Jackie's home turf, his James Stephens teammate, former Hurler of the Year, Owen Larkin, introduces Brian to the alley.
Another way, you go back.
Yeah.
To hit. We're going forward. You get more power in it. That's the one.
A lot better there.
Yeah. You get a bit of power into it now. A couple of sessions in here, you'd be ready, wouldn't you?
While in Crossmaglen, club captain Johnny Hanratty is giving David Bentley a much-needed crash course in the rules.
So you can't clearly take the man out?
No.
No.
Well, they actually hit him shoulder to shoulder. In soccer, you get a free against you for that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But in Gaelic, you're allowed a good shoulder. You're allowed to.
Yeah. When did you take the shot for the goal?
Well, you think of it in soccer, like, you're not going to take a shot on, there's 4 men in front of you, there's 4 defenders there. What else then?
Yeah, the running with the ball. So when you receive the ball, you've got 4 seconds to have a go.
Have a go, or take a solo and in 4 seconds.
Yeah.
60 minutes, but it'll fly by. I think you'll enjoy it.
We'll see what happens, eh?
genuinely believe that we're going to win today and we will win. I am 100% convinced we will win. I am 100% convinced. Do not let yourself down today, lad. I want to go to Croke Park on Paddy's Day. I want it more than anything in the world.
Don't let shopping interrupt your me time. Save time and money with Eurocrunch offers at your local Spar.
Welcome to the Casino Playground. MrGreen.com.
Get Ireland's best value TV with over 100 channels, Sky Sports 1 to 5 and all the Sky Movie channels. Call Aircom on 1-800-303-455.
I just killed your boy. He was gonna shoot my son. I'm coming after your boy. One night to figure this out. One night.
Run all night, only in cinemas.
One team dominates rugby. The All Blacks. Rivals surrender before a ball is even kicked. And that's your fate today, the Munster team was told. But none of them listened. With one tackle, they stopped Goliath, dead. And every Irishman grew 12 feet taller.
History has been made. Munster 12, the All Blacks 0.
Sometimes you just have to believe you can make it. It was the same when I quit smoking. There were times when I was tempted, sure, but I wasn't on my own. Nicorette Quick Mist worked fast on my cravings and helped me break free from the habit. And now that I have done that, I feel I can do anything.
With Nicorette Quick Mist, you're 150% more likely to quit. Now available in pharmacies and supermarkets. Nicorette, do something incredible.
For
For some, the SUV is a way of going up in the world. To turn heads anywhere and everywhere. To impress your colleagues or stand out from the crowd. Yeah, whatever. For others, it's about being a little bit smarter. A new Dacia Duster from Ireland's fastest growing car brand. See, you can have it all. The Dacia range, from €99 per month.
Ollie Murs Live, a third date added at 3 Arena Dublin, April 12th. Tickets are on sale now.
It's judgment day for the 4 athletes. No more practices, no second chances. This is the real world. This is where they find out if they can succeed in the toughest trade. 2 years since he last pulled on his boots, David Bentley is togging out for Crossmaglen in the local derby.
I mean, I am nervous about the unknown, but I think nerves are good, actually. Trying to channel them in a positive way. I've had the training, and hopefully I know enough to get through the 60 minutes tonight.
We have David Bentley here, boys. He's starting tonight centre half forward. Boys, that doesn't mean we change our game, okay?
Aaron Kernan is preparing for the final stage of his trial with Sunderland. He'll soon find out if he can make the professional grade.
I'm going to have my game face on, but the main thing I want to do is make sure that I do the basics well. That's where I'm going to have to, really be on my toes. Yeah, definitely you're stepping out of your comfort zone here, representing probably the GAA footballers in Ireland. Yeah, we're a bit nervous about it now, so
What are we going to do, Aaron?
In Kilkenny, Brian Schneider arrives in Ballyragget, where he'll be the last line of defence for his adopted club, James Stephens.
As far as the feeling, it's very similar, because if you've played sports and you know what it's like before pretty much every game, everyone gets those little butterflies.
Brian Schneider, his first time playing for the village. Team starting tonight, Brian is on the goal. Robbie Hayes, right corner back. Niall McQuillan, full back.
My goal right now is just to get some respect out of these guys and do my best and obviously try to win a match.
In his time in Florida, Jackie Tyrrell has been trained by some of the finest coaches in baseball. Now he's on his own. Now it's just him versus former Miami Marlins pitcher, Todd Moser.
It's like playing junior championship and then going into county, so it's going to be a big step, but I'm hoping for the best. Just go through the mechanics, my footwork, my hips, keep my eye on the ball, and just hopefully I can connect with one.
I'm not going to ease up on him. If he wants the true experience, he's going to get it. And that was my job, was to get lefties out.
In South Armagh, the game is on.
Let's get forward, David! Let's get forward, lad! Go on! David, let's get up the field! Come on! What's wrong with you? I don't what's he playing down now for? Give it to him this time. Give it to him. Give it to him. You give it to him! It's not really happening for him, no. He's just not getting on the ball. Come on, David! Shoot, shoot, shoot. Get over. I'm gonna have to tell him to tone down the celebrations as well. This could be 2 points in quick succession for him. If he puts this over, he can stay.
Yeah, got a couple of goals and happy with it.
Points.
Yeah. Points, that's it, points. Yeah.
While David brushes up on the lingo at half-time, it's time for Brian Schneider to tune in Kilkenny.
No. He's got a serious strike on it with no run. It's amazing. One step, bang, 80 yards.
Good ball.
Here we go. Out you go. Out you go. Out you go.
With the defence holding firm in front of Brian, the James Stephens forwards are reaping the rewards of a Major League puck-out.
James Stephens are starting to get motored. Half-time, thank God. Brian has survived his first 30 minutes of competitive hurling.
The adrenaline's pumping. Try and tell yourself, do whatever it takes to not let that ball go through, you know? Kick it, throw it, whatever you gotta do, so.
In the Academy of Light, Aaron's trial is underway. Marking his card on the pitch is coach Robbie Stockdale.
Drop in there gives you more time for when the ball comes to you.
Yeah.
You seem to hit the ball with the inside of your foot a lot, and maybe that relates to Gaelic. Football, as the pass you've just seen, it was probably with the instep.
Yeah.
And football, you'd probably have to have more backspin.
48.7.
With only minor flaws found in his technique, now Aaron will discover if a top Gaelic footballer's agility and fitness is the match of a professional soccer player.
And good effort, so well done. Good job. Well done, man.
Back on Aaron's home turf, his counterpart is getting into the game.
Definitely played soccer this way, didn't he? He's done really well. You've no hesitation saying 2 or 3 games down the lane, he'd be flying, he'd pick it up very, very quickly.
My perception of soccer, stars, lads, was different than what David. I had a different perception, maybe a bit more negative perception, but you know, after meeting you, David, I have to say it's completely changed, and you know, you're a great lad, and we're delighted to have met you for the week.
Thank you.
Cheers.
In Sunderland, Aaron's results are in.
The endurance test, the total distance for the entire test was 2,440 metres. What we have is an average in terms of sort of an under 21 group, 4,320, which is sort of completing the test.
Very disappointed with that now, I have to say, yeah. I know from the last time I was tested, I was getting up on level 21, which is the end of that test, which is another 40 runs, and I know I definitely didn't have the 40 runs in me.
The perfectionist in Aaron may be downhearted, but it's an outstanding result for an amateur sportsman still in pre-season training.
Have you done much focus on endurance?
Really only started this past 2 or 3 weeks in it.
He was a little bit disappointed. However, the scores he has produced today are still acceptable for a professional athlete. As he prepares for the season, I would expect to see a marked improvement in that score.
The last 10 minutes in Kilkenny, and Brian Schneider is still keeping them out.
You're on, Brian. Easy. Good boy, good pass, Brian. About 5 minutes, Brian. Is that what it is? You're on the clean sheet bonus, boy. This is it. Back here. Stand big. Oh, good goal. And again, Brian, hard luck. Next ball.
Good job. Good job. Good boy.
I think he did it very, very well. Kept his concentration up through the whole thing. And the puck outs, he didn't miss any of them. Already his body is adjusted to the style of hurling that he can't switch hands when he moves to the other side. And that was the thing I took from the game. But for Brian to do that out there was just outstanding, to be fair to him. Very good.
What was that one? What's that mean? Strike?
Yeah, it's a foul ball. It doesn't count as a full
Oh, doesn't it? He's bad, like.
Right. You got 0-2.
Bad ball, was it?
Great ball.
Good job. Easy game, huh?
You taught me good. Good coach. I was just happy enough, to be able to get it back to a ball travelling 90, 100 mile an hour. I'm happy enough with that any day of the week. It's like for kind of 5 seconds I was just there, oh my God, have I actually hit it? And I had, so it's a great feeling. It's just like, I suppose, in a game of hurling, catching a great ball and driving out and clearing it or getting a great score at the other end. It's got kind of a buzz from it. So, it was really a nice feeling.
He did great, but his hand-eye coordination is unbelievable. It's the best I've seen, ever. You don't take a guy that's never played baseball and come in and do what he did. Against me or anybody, dead serious. If you put some time in this, you can play baseball.
Cheers, thanks very much.
It was good, it really was. It was fun. My respect for the sport, anyone who plays it, doesn't matter what age they are, my respect is through the roof. It really is. It was a great memory for me, and I could check it off the bucket list. I never thought I'd do it, so I wish you guys the best of luck this year. And again, thank you for having me and taking care of me.
We'll bring it back for the championship, all right?
I just played hurling in Ireland. I really can't. A couple of days ago I was back in the States, and now I'm out here. I don't know if I can ever get back over here, and I don't, not so much playing a game like this again, just to be around the boys, and I can't believe I got to do it.
There's very few boys who get to play for their home club and still live in their own home environment where their friends and family are nearby. And again, it's just another aspect of professional life that you just have to deal with. It's just part and parcel.
It really has been amazing getting coached up, and it's been unbelievable. Well, in my eyes, hurling definitely is toughest. The demands of hurling are far greater, so the fitness levels are completely different. The whole dynamic of the actual game is completely different. They could be there for 2 or 3 hours and not see a whole lot of action, so I think just proves the points that hurling is way tougher than baseball.
You can see it's a great unit and a great family. It's a pleasure to be a part of it. What they're trying to do, they're trying to play at an elite level, but with still the baggage of obviously, their family life, which they have to balance, and their work life. I've got great respect for what they do. What you found here was the old school sort of element of what football or soccer was like, and it was great to experience that again. It really puts you in the mindset of wanting to put my boots back on every day. It's nice.
genuinely believe that we're going to win today, we will win. I am 100% convinced we will win. I am 100% convinced. Do not let yourself down today, lad. I want to go to Croke Park on Paddy's Day. I want to more than anything in the world. Oh,
What's one thing that really matters to us? A fast and fair claim service. It's our #1 priority. And another great reason to choose Allianz.
Allianz Insurance, that's right. How can I help?
So if you ever need to make a claim, you know you'll be okay with Allianz.
Start your day with a fresh and creamy taste of Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Love life. It's delicious.
When you're constipated, your body can feel like this bag, full of food. And every time you eat, you're adding to it and carrying it around. Find relief with Senocot, Ireland's #1 selling constipation remedy. It contains natural senna that works in harmony with your body to give you predictable overnight relief, so you can feel happy inside.
Liam Neeson is one of Ireland's most famous political figures, Michael Collins, in our Saturday movie at 11 on 3. Now it's Tonight with Vincent Brown.
We followed through on the controversy arising from the sexual abuse of Paudie McGahan by a member of the IRA and the alleged subsequent cover-up of this abuse by the IRA and by Sinn Féin. We ask, however, who is covering up for the rape of 200,000 women in this society and the rape of 60,000 men, as shown in a seminal report, the Savvy Report, published in 2002. Joining us on the programme in the main panel will be Jim O'Callaghan, a Fianna Fáil councillor and now candidate in the Dublin Bay South constituency for the next election, Mary Ellen Dunlop of the Dublin Rape Crisis Centre, and Michael Clifford of the Irish Examiner. Joining us for our preview of tomorrow morning's newspapers will be Mary-Louise O'Donnell and Owen O'Murricu. And in anticipation of the crucial Rugby International on Saturday between Wales and Ireland, we will be playing it around 11:45 tonight. The Dublin Welsh Male Voice Choir singing the Welsh anthem, Bread of Heaven. And just before midnight, they'll sing There Is an Isle, which should be the national anthem here. If you'd like to comment on the programme, send us a text at 53131, place the word tonight before a comment, or send us a tweet at #beer, email us at tonight@tv3.ie. I'm with Mary-Louise O'Donnell now. Mary-Louise, what important book have you read this week? And tell me what important thoughts you want to tell.
Well, there was a very important group came into the Dáil and they were called Phoenix Project Ireland. And to be fair, Lucinda Creighton brought them in with Eamon O'Keefe and they came into the public area and they gave a presentation on repossessions. They're based in Portlaoise. I hadn't heard of them and they haven't had a lot of publicity. And they are a voluntary organisation and they have lawyers, accountants, voluntary lawyers, accountants, solicitors.
There's no such thing as voluntary lawyers.
No, they are in this organisation for people who are in dire straits in relation to repossessions. And it ceases to amaze me that, or it doesn't cease to amaze me that the banks continue to put people out of their houses. The banks have 4 solutions to repossessions. The first is get out. The second is we'll split the mortgage. The third is a long-term understanding or a short lease understanding. The short leases, there's a lot of default in them. The long-term leases, if the interest rates go up. The split mortgages aren't really working if the both people aren't there, and they're 4% on the warehousing. And the other is leave. And the stories are extraordinary about what's happening. People who owe 40,000 or maybe 80,000. And I can't see. And then you have these vulture funds that are taking over loans. Desperate vulture who are not subject to kind of the laws of Irish central banking, with names like what's the name of that god who used to stand with the 3-headed dog outside the gates of hell, Cerberus. Names like Lone Star and Cerberus who are taking over the funds and frightening people. And then you have a situation where people can't go to. But it's very serious. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Come on.
Just say something about a vulture fund that would call itself that. Because it's certainly not going to be coming up as a hospitality function to you if you owe them money. Like, it's not funny.
Well, the names are funny. But
yes, they are. Well, that is true. Pepper and Lone Star and all of these. But that's an enticing thing to get people to believe that they're going to see you right. But they don't, because they're not interested in the fact that you have a family and you have 3 and 4 children in the house. They're only interested in what you owe and getting back what's owed to them. It was
there is a point made to me by somebody I met yesterday, and the point is absolutely valid, that the banks have already written off a large part of these mortgages. Or if they haven't, they're in serious trouble. But they've already written them off, and the banks have been recapitalised on the understanding that a large part of these loans are written off. So what's the banks going on about? Why don't you leave people alone?
Leave them alone.
Or at least write down the mortgages to the level that they have themselves written off. And it seems ridiculous.
It's augmented then by the fact that people have to go to the courts. They don't have the. I was saying this to you last. They don't have the language for the courts. They don't understand the word injunction. To see a harp and we run for cover. We know that ourselves. Even get a speeding fine. It's not a good thing to get. People, like I watched Mr. O'Donnell, who shares my name, but I don't share his property. And Mr. O'Donnell was going appeal. Now yes, but he was going to a court.
A higher court, yeah.
Yes, a higher court. But I wouldn't, I mean, another person would balk at that, but he had this confidence and this language and this training. I actually think it should be a leaving certificate, subject law. Teach people about family law and the law of the land and what they're entitled to and what they can challenge in relation to the state.
And that is make the law intelligible to any normal person. And why they don't do this, I do not understand. But it keeps a lot of people
it's the
in
obfuscation,
expensive jobs.
Which is the isolation, isn't it? If you obfuscate the language, it becomes isolation.
OK, we'll obfuscate a little more after the break, and when we'll be talking about the Sinn Féin and the allegations of a cover-up of sex abuse. Join us then.
It takes Ahoy to cross the line. New choc chip cookies in candy shell and popcorn and caramel flavors from Chip Brains.
Nurofen Express targets these muscles and gives you faster headache relief than standard paracetamol and ibuprofen. Target the real source of most headaches fast with Nurofen Express.
Revitalift Laser Renew by L'Oréal Paris. In our study, 82% of women agree it's better than any other anti-aging product they've tried. With 3% Proxylane. 1, wrinkles appear reduced. 2, skin feels firmer. 3, looks smoother. Tested in a study with a laser session.
I'm convinced.
Revitalift Laser Renew by L'Oréal.
At Centra, we've got all you need for a long weekend of fun. Like Centra Fresh Irish strip loin steak, only €6. Villa Maria Sauvignon Blanc, only €10. Centra Party Food, 2 for €5. And have a full Irish with these great Centra breakfast offers, only €1 each.
Specsavers are a nationwide provider of hearing aids. Yes, you did hear correctly. Hearing aids, just like this one. Of course, you can be sure of great Specsavers value, and we offer to test your hearing and supply and fit your hearing aids on the same day too. Call 01800 812978 or book online today.
Presenting Regis Stone Pans from JML. The special non-stick coating lets you fry without added fat, so eggs and omelettes slide out of the pan. Not even melted plastic sticks, just wipe and it's clean. The solid stainless steel base gives you even cooking, and the non-stick coating won't rub or flake off in your food. Use on all types of hobs, including induction, plus they're oven safe too. Cook healthier with Regis Stone Pans from JML. From $24.99 at Heaton's now.
Next up is a date with this handsome devil.
Oh, nice spot. Shame about that grubby vest.
Oh, mate. You should have used Daz.
Daz? Yeah, Daz. Brilliant whiteness or your money back.
100 quid for you!
Brilliant whiteness or your money back. Ollie Murs live. A third date added at 3 Arena Dublin.